Ladies and gentlemen, we will start the closing ceremony in 4 minutes. Please be seated.
Cek satu, dua.
We are about to start in 2 minutes. We kindly request everyone to be seated, please. To all the photographers from the media, documentation, please return to your original position. One more minute. Please return to your original position. Please kindly take your seats. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a warm greeting to all as we gather here at the closing ceremony of the 10th World Water Forum 2024, Bali, Indonesia. To commence the closing ceremony of the 10th World Water Forum 2024, allow us to welcome Neil Andrika and Karisma Asudani, focal points of Bali Youth Plan, They will now present the conclusion of the Bali Youth Plan.
Good afternoon, everybody. The 10th World Water Forum has set an example through its youth inclusion efforts across the three processes of the World Water Forum. The Bali Youth Plan, through its working group members, designed a framework that contributed towards making youth equal actors in the process. We are happy to share with you that more than 4,000 young people attended the forum, with significant participation across the three processes. The Bali Youth Plan pledges to establish the Bali Youth Targets to be implemented by its working group across sectors such as improving job and education opportunities, youth inclusion in governance, and supporting youth leadership and entrepreneurship within the water sector.
Our hope is to continue this framework for stronger, more inclusive and persistent youth engagement in the global youth movement for water through collaboration and intergenerational participation. We thank the government of the Republic of Indonesia, the World Water Council, and all water stakeholders for this effort in the 10th World Water Forum. We pledge to be the promising future for our generation through your support and emphasize water for shared prosperity. Thank you. See you at the 11th World Water Forum.
Thank you, Neil and Karishma. Please kindly return to your seats. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a week of inspiring discussions, innovative solutions, and unforgettable experiences as we have come together to address one of the most pressing issues, sustainability of water resources. Please indulge yourself in the summary of the 10th World Water Forum 2024, Water for Shared Prosperity.
For 7 days, we have gathered in this beautiful island of Bali for the 10th World Water Forum. Discussing, sharing, exchanging ideas, renewing our friendships, as well as making new friends and good memories. The 10th World Water Forum has successfully marked the largest edition in history of the event, bringing water to the top of both the political and societal agendas. We have now come to the end of the 10th World Water Forum here in Bali, Indonesia, under the theme, Water for Shared Prosperity. Let us continue what we have achieved this far in pursuit of efficient and integrated strategies that ensure water prosperity for all.
Welcome at Bali, Indonesia.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to World Water Forum 2024.
Air adalah kemuliaan yang mengandung nilai-nilai spiritual dan budaya yang harus dikelola bersama-sama. We are working for people and we are working for nature to conserve
and to enhance biodiversity and revitalize the ecosystems that surround and support us.
Tanpa air, tidak ada makanan, tidak ada perdamaian, tidak ada kehidupan. No water, no life, no growth. Oleh sebab itu, air harus dikelola dengan baik karena setiap tetesnya sangat berharga.
Let's work together to cure it of all the ills we have caused.
Indonesia berharap dunia dapat saling bergandengan tangan secara berkesinambungan untuk dapat memperkuat komitmen kolaborasi.
Now, we need to be fighters. And more than fighters, we need to be water warriors.
A round of applause for the 10th World Water Forum 2024, Bali, Indonesia. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite the Vice President of the World Water Council, Mr. Eric Tadiu, to come up on stage to deliver his remarks.
Your Excellency, Minister Basuki Hadimuljono, Minister of Public Houses, of Public Works and Housing of the Republic of Indonesia, Your Excellency Loic Fauchon, President of the World Water Council, Ministers, Excellencies, esteemed colleagues and friends. On behalf of the two co-hosts of this 10th World Water Forum, it is my honor to address you at the beginning of this closing ceremony and to reflect on what we have done together during this whole week. Let us first remember why we came here. What does it mean that we spent a lot of time and energy and also money and carbon to prepare for the forum and to come to Bali? We came here because we do not want to forget any of the human faces behind the numbers that we have discussed about. Billions of our fellow human beings around the world who do not have access to safely managed drinking water services, who do not have access to safely managed sanitation services, who do not have access to water dignity, whose health conditions and even survival are at stake because of bad water availability, who lose their life in water-related disasters, who are suffering the slings and arrows of multiple crises, climatic, economic, as well as health and food crisis. We came to Bali because we understand that our planet is fragile and that we have only this one, and that water is at the heart of our survival. We came here because we need to address inequalities in water access. We want to ensure affordability. We want to foster sustainable management practices. We want to empower communities and to build resilience to environmental challenges, leaving no one behind. We also came to Bali because we believe that the World Water Forum is a unique gathering where we can share concerns and solutions. And you all have to know that the cooperation for the co-organization of this event between the Republic of Indonesia and the World Water Council has been effective and instrumental for the success of the political segments, for the rich outcomes of the processes. We came from different countries, different climates, different cultures, different political systems, different conditions of economic development, from cities and rural areas. We came with our different levels of responsibility, senior ministers and young experts, also young ministers and senior experts. We are different and diverse, and that is exactly what a forum is about. A unique platform of dialogue between all types of stakeholders and points of view. let us really cherish these moments of togetherness that we've spent here. I know that this sounds a little bit naive, but didn't we come here not only with our minds, but also with our hearts, in a spirit of dialogue and cooperation? Yes, we came here with sense and sensibility, because we are aware of our global responsibility, because we want water justice, because we want to commit for shared prosperity. For all these reasons, let us not go home like before. Let us go home with at least 2 commitments. First, let's keep in our hearts and everyday actions and attitude these Balinese water wisdom that we enjoyed here. From the purification ceremony of last Saturday to all of our sessions, we worked hard, but we had a lot of fun too. Coming here to Indonesia, I was introduced to the traditional concept of gotong royong, which means how, in its diversity, communities come together and work towards a common goal in a spirit of mutual assistance. Gotong royong membawa berkah. It brings blessings. Second, let us go home with a positive agenda. Of course, many concerns have been expressed that we are all worried about. Insufficient coherence of policies, lack of financing means, inadapted governance, poor water information systems, insufficient space for dialogue, among others. Of course, we know that during the forums, we need to have more inclusive conversations towards agriculture and water for food production, for example, between water resources management and sanitation services, in deeper integration of water and nature approaches, other examples. But we also go home with solutions in innovation, new technologies, finance, governance, in order to implement better water security policies, to improve quantity and quality of water resources, to better control water demand, water needs and uses. New initiatives and new coalitions have been launched. That is a positive agenda. We know that we must reinforce awareness raising and communication beyond our water community, because the time has come for more sustainable water behaviors and consumption patterns. Water sobriety is a positive agenda. We know that we need to break silos to design more coherent policies at the local and national levels. That is a positive agenda. So let's go home with this positive agenda, with ambition and patience, with Balinese water wisdom. Sedikit-sedikit, lama-lama menjadi bukit. It means little by little, it eventually becomes a hill. With consistency and patience in doing something, the result will become significant over time. So let us reinforce our efforts to build a more efficient, peaceful, and sustainable cooperative water management. Sedikit-sedikit, lama-lama menjadi bukit. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Thank you, Mr. Eric Tardieu. Please kindly return to your seat. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, established by the city of Kyoto during the Third World Water Forum in 2003 and awarded every 3 years since then. This is the Kyoto World Water Grand Prize 2024.
Throughout Kyoto's 1,200-year history, it has always had a special relationship with water. Not only has water been vital to our success, but many devastating floods and typhoons have also taught us to respect nature and be resilient. Looking out across the world, we see the same spirit and potential in so many of our neighbours, who are creating better relationships with water for themselves. We believe that grassroots initiatives are the best solution for these unique local issues. And the Kyoto World Water Grand Prize was created to show the world the best examples of these initiatives, supporting promising organizations and inspire the innovators of the future. At the 2024 World Water Forum, we're proud to once again offer 2 million Japanese yen, approximately $14,000, in recognition of an organization which is sustainably solving water issues in their community.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to start the awarding ceremony of the Kyoto World Water Grand Prize 2024. My name is Yuta Tsunemune,
And my name is Xiaochen Zhu.
and we are from the Japan Water Forum. The video you just watched was an introduction of the Kyoto World Water Grand Prize. Now, I would like to introduce the speakers for this event. Professor Taikan Oki, the Vice President of Japan Water Forum. Okay, Professor Ahmet Metesachi, the board member of the World Water Council. Okay, and Mr. Kazuhiro Sakurai, the CEO of Asahi Shuzo. And finally, the winner of the Kyoto World Water Grand Prize, Ms. Iffah Rachmi from Youth Sanitation Concern.
Thank you. Firstly, I would like to express my gratitude and hear from Professor Oki about the Kyoto World Water Grand Prize. Professor Oki is a laureate of the 2024 Stockholm Water Prize. Professor Oki, the floor is yours.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, good evening. As the Vice President of Japan Water Forum, it is my distinct honor to present the Kyoto World Water Grand Prize. Established in 2003 as the third World Water Forum in Kyoto, Japan, this prize is designated to recognize and celebrate a grassroots organization that serves as an exemplary model for others worldwide. Today, I am pleased to announce that the seventh recipient of this prestigious award is the Youth Sanitation Concern, YSC, from Indonesia. Chosen from among 70 applicants globally, YSC has demonstrated exceptional dedication and impacts. Youth Sanitation Concern has been recognized for its outstanding efforts in addressing the challenging circumstances posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. They have successfully built vital local sanitation infrastructure, including public toilets, and have effectively promoted hygiene practices through awareness-raising activities. Additionally, their efforts to empower the local community to manage these facilities by themselves after the implementation of the facilities are remarkable and commendable. We greatly admire Youth Sanitation Concern's sincere commitments and contributions to the well-being of local communities in Indonesia through water. It is with great pride that we present the Kyoto World Water Grand Prize 2024 to Youth Sanitation Concern. Congratulations, YSC.
Thank you, Professor Oki. As he introduced, grassroots activities are also important to address water issues. And for this year's Kyoto World Water Grand Prize, we have received sponsorship from two companies, Asahi Shuzo and Shimazu Corporation. I would like to hear from Mr. Sakurai, the the CEO of Asahi Shuzo, about the company overview and the reasons for sponsoring. Mr. Sakurai, the floor is yours.
私たちは日本酒獺祭という日本酒を作っている酒蔵から来ました。私たちのお酒というのは、酒を楽しむというのは社会が安定しなければ楽しめない楽しみの一つです。社会の安定というのは平和というのもすごく大事ですし、貧困がないというのも大事です。ただそれ以上に大事なのは水という環境、それが潤沢になるときちんと存在すると、そこは大事だと思っています。私たち酒蔵というのは水がすごく大事です。酒は米と水から作ります。水も材料として大事ですが、米を作るのにも水が潤沢に必要となります。すごく水というのは大事なものなんです。ただ、水とか環境、資源というものは、どうしても周りにあるもの、持っていると周りにあると誤解してしまうもの、そう思っています。ただ、そうじゃないと思っています。私たちは皆が理解しなきゃいけない。水や環境や資源がない地域があると、そしてそこに苦しんでいる人がいると、そこを皆が理解しなきゃいけない。そしてもう一つは、今回受賞した YSC の皆さんのような、その環境を変えようと一生懸命取り組んでいる人たちがいると、私たちはそれを皆が理解しなければいけないと思っています。YSC の皆さんは本当に大事な挑戦をしています。私たちはおいしい酒を作るっていうのも大事だと思っていますが、そのおいしい酒がこういった皆さんの挑戦につながっていくこと、挑戦を応援できると、そこを喜びに思っています。Congratulations to all of the member, family and friends of YSC. Thank you. Terima kasih.
Thank you, Ms. Sakurai. Now, I would like to hear from Professor Ahmed Sachi, board member of World Water Council, on this stage. I would like to hear from Professor Sachi about the aspects of the winning organizations that should be evaluated. Professor Ahmed Sachi, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Ahmed Sachi. I represent the Board of Governors of the World Water Council. I was the Vice Chair of Kyoto World Water Grand Prize Selection Committee, which includes the Japan Water Forum, Kyoto City, naturally, and the World Water Council. I would like to provide an overview of the screening process we went through. We had about 70 applicants from 30 different countries. It was a rigorous process. We had to select one from each of these, 70 applications. And we emphasized on culture, community, and sustainability. As Professor Oki just mentioned, we found that the youth with sanitation concern deserves that very important prize. So the reason we gave them the prize was during the COVID-19 pandemic, which we all lived through, during these difficult conditions, they could establish local infrastructure from grassroots, from very poor regions, without the help of a government or financing. They could have the local infrastructure, probably saved lots of people. They promoted hygiene, and probably most important is they had a post-project management. When the project finished, they followed it, and therefore we found it very sustainable. So we will invite the Youth with Sanitation Concern representative very shortly after me. I congratulate them again for winning this very important prize. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Sachi. Next, we would like to move on to the presentation of the prize board. The prize board will be awarded to Ms. Iffah Rachmi, Coordinator of Youth Sanitation Concern. Professor Oki, Ms. Rachmi, please come up to the center of the stage. Okay, the prize board will be presented from Professor Oki to Ms. Iffah Rachmi. Okay, Professor Oki, could you please hand the board to Ms. Iffah Rachmi? Okay, congratulations to everyone at Youth Sanitation Concern for winning the grand prize. It was a great moment. Continuing, Ms. Iffah Rachmi will receive a souvenir from Asahi Shuzo, the top sponsor of Kyoto World Water Grand Prize. Mr. Sakurai, please come up to the center of the stage.
The souvenir will be presented from Ms. Sakurai to Ms. Iffah Rachmi. Ms. Sakurai, please hand the souvenir to Ms. Rachmi. Once again, congratulations to everyone at the Youth Sanitation Concern for winning the grand prize.
Okay, next we would like to go on to the photo session. Everyone, please come up to the center of the stage.
Everyone, you are free to take photo as you like. 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Okay, it was a wonderful time. Professor Oki, Professor Sachi, Mr. Sakurai, please return to your seats. Next, we would like to have an address from Ms. Iffah Rachmi, representing the winning organization of the Kyoto World Water Grand Prize, Youth Sanitation Concern. Ms. Rachmi, the floor is yours.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. I'm Iffah Rachmi. I'm representative of YIC Youth Sanitation Concern from Lampung, Indonesia. Water and sanitation as fundamental necessities for human life. As young people, we believe everyone deserves safe water and sanitation. That's why in 2020, we launched Millennial Fight COVID-19 with the support of International Secretariat for Water and Swiss Agency Development and Cooperation. This initiative promotes healthy living, improve communal sanitation facilities, and increase water access using solar panel pumps. Community participation is the key to the success of this movement. This initiative is our first step toward expanding our effort. We envision water and sanitation becoming mainstream into various aspects of community life. Therefore, safe water and sanitation can be achieved. Receiving this award today is a moment of great pride. It serves as a reminder that young people have the power to contribute to changing behavior in the community. We need to be trusted and given more opportunities to contribute, as we believe this is their responsibility. And we extend our deepest gratitude to Japan Water Forum, World Water Council, and Asahi Suzu Cooperation for recognizing YSC and supported our effort. We hope this recognition can inspire other organizations to follow suit and collaborate in realizing safe water and sanitation access for all and for the future generation. Our next president said, konsisten dan pantang menyerah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Iffah Rachmi. We have received congratulatory messages to you from Ms. Koji Matsui, Mayor of Kyoto City. We would like to share the video message. Please watch the video on the screen. The video will be presented to Japanese. Please refer to the screen on either side for English subtitles.
皆さんこんにちは。京都市長の松井浩二です。ユースサニテーションコンサーンの皆さん、世界水大賞、京都世界水大賞のご受賞、心からお祝い申し上げます。また、本大賞にご尽力いただいたスポンサーの皆さん、インドネシア・バリの運営スタッフの皆さん、世界水会議、日本水フォーラムの皆さんに心から感謝申し上げます。安全な水とトイレを世界中にという標語、その標語のもとに、病気の予防や水資源の保護に欠かせない衛生的なトイレの確保は持続可能な社会の実現に向けた世界共通の目標の一つだと思います。ユースサニテーションコンサーンの皆さんは、世界中が新型コロナウイルスという前例のないパンデミックに直面する中、公衆トイレの整備により地域の衛生環境を飛躍的に向上され、SNS の活用や教育機関での授業など地道な取り組みで地域住民への衛生習慣の定着にもご尽力されました。さらに完成した公衆トイレを住民自らが維持管理する仕組みを構築され、地域住民同士のコミュニケーションの活性化にも貢献されるなど、新たな生活文化の創出とコミュニティの形成に寄与する素晴らしい取り組みを行ってこられました。地球上で私たちが使える水はわずか 0.01% です。世界人口の急増や急激な気候変動など貴重な水資源を守るためにはさらなる取り組みが必要となっております。地球温暖化対策に関する人類史上初の国際的な約束である京都議定書誕生の地、そして豊かな自然と共生する暮らしや文化を育んできたこの京都の地から森林の保全など水資源を守る取り組みを世界に向けて発信してまいりたいと私自身も思っております。最後になりましたけれど、ユースサニテーションコンサーンの皆さんはじめとして、本日会場にご臨席の皆さんのますますのご発展ご活躍を心から記念して私のお祝いのご挨拶とさせていただきます。本日は本当におめでとうございます。
Okay, we are about to close the ceremony. Thank you all very much for your attendance. We wish Youth Sanitation Concern and all other applicants addressing the water issues will have many more successful years. We hope that the Kyoto World Water Grand Prize motivates even more local actors. We are looking forward to seeing you again at the 11th World Water Forum and celebrating together the next edition of the Kyoto World Water Grand Prize. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sunemune and Ms. Zhu. We have witnessed the recognition of outstanding individuals that have been engaged in sustainable activities and initiatives for the benefit of local communities and in promoting efforts to address water issues. Once again, congratulations to Ms. Iffah Rachmi. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Now we would like to kindly invite to come up on stage for the handover procession the Minister of Public Works and Housing of the Republic of Indonesia, His Excellency Mr. Basuki Hadi Mulyono, the Deputy Minister for Water at the Ministry of Environment, Water and Agriculture of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, His Excellency Dr. Abdul Aziz Muharrab Ashabani, and the President of the World Water Council, Mr. Louis Fauchon. Ladies and gentlemen, the handover procession from the host of the 10th World Water Forum 2024 to the host of the 11th World Water Forum 2027. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Distinguished gentlemen, please kindly look to the camera for documentation purposes. We will now conduct a photo session on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. His Excellency Dr. Abdul Aziz Muharrab Ashabani, please remain on stage to deliver his remarks. His Excellency Mr. Basuki Hadi Mulyono and Mr. Louis Fauchon, please return to your seats.
Mr. Basuki, Minister of Public Works and Housing in Indonesia, Mr. Louis Fauchon, President of the World Water Council, Ministers, Excellencies, colleagues and friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am honored to speak to you as we conclude the 10th World Water Forum in Bali, Indonesia. On behalf of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, I would like to thank the government and people of Indonesia for their warm hospitality and successful and wonderful organization and wonderful program of this event. Your dedication and efforts have made the international convergence a meaningful discussion and efficient exchange of solutions to global water issues. I take this opportunity also to thank the World Water Council for co-organizing this event and giving us this wonderful opportunity for discussions on water and global water issues. As we reflect on the discussions and outcomes of this forum, I highlight our local efforts we extended locally in Saudi Arabia to face water challenges. You may know that Saudi Arabia is one of the most water-scarce nations. It understands the gravity of these issues. Our arid climate and limited natural resources with booming economy have demanded innovative solutions, including investments to ensure water security of our population. Water is at the heart of Saudi Arabia's national agenda of Vision 2030. To diversify our economy and ensure sustainable development, water security is a basic need. To this effect, the National Water Strategy 2030 outlines our commitment to ensuring continuous access to safe water and sanitation, enhancing water demand management, preserving and optimizing water resourcing, and fostering an economic growth within the water sector. Saudi Arabia has made substantial milestones to tackle water issues both domestically and globally. Our investments in advanced desalination technologies, wastewater treatment and reuse, smart water management systems reflect our commitment to sustainable water management. To further address the water challenges we share with similar climates, we implemented on the ground actions through solutions based on legislative instruments derived from the water law, with a phased implementation that consider the social fabric, environmental sustainability, and the health of our economic sectors. These actions include demand management through metering of groundwater use, controlling irrigation to be limited to crop requirements, devising nature-based solutions, regulating high-demand crops such as fodder, rainwater harvesting, and mobilizing food production to areas of renewable water resources to ease the demand on non-renewable resources. Furthermore, Saudi Arabia recognizes the importance of international cooperation and acknowledgement. In the G20, we introduced the dialogue on water during our presidency of the G20 in 2020, and the G20 Water Platform, and both were acknowledged in the G20 Leaders Declaration. In this context, we also acknowledge the global water challenges in arid and semi-arid regions, including deterioration of water quality, risks associated with changes in climate, to name a few, and we are keen to address them by cooperative breakthrough, practical research, and innovative and global water organization. It is with great anticipation and sense of responsibility that Saudi Arabia takes over as the host of the 11th World Water Forum in Riyadh 2027. The provisional theme of the forum, Action for a Better Tomorrow, encapsulates our vision of the future. We are committed to building on the achievements of the previous forums and pushing the envelope on water financing, innovative solutions, and global cooperation. Our goal is to create a global water convergence where stakeholders can share knowledge, foster innovations, and drive actionable change towards sustainable water management. We aim to ensure that the 11th World Water Forum will be a milestone in our collective efforts to secure a better water future for all. Additionally, Saudi Arabia seeks to ensure the next World Water Forum ties into the many other water-related forums, ensuring cohesion in the global water agenda and promoting unity in the policies and approaches to address water challenges worldwide. In closing, I encourage each of you to continue the dialogue, collaboration, and action that we have initiated here in Bali and previous meetings. Let us remain committed to our shared responsibility of managing and protecting our precious water resources. Again, we deeply thank the World Water Council for giving us this opportunity to host the 11th World Water Forum, and we look forward to work together with the World Water Council and with all regional and international water-related organizations, including also civil society groups, research centers, and academics to develop practical and executable agenda. Thank you once again to the government of Indonesia, and thanks to all the participants and everyone who has contributed to the success of the 10th World Water Forum. We look forward to welcoming you all to Riyadh in 2027 for the 11th World Water Forum. Together, let us continue to take action for a better tomorrow. Thank you and safe travels to all back home. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Please kindly return to your seat. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the host of the 11th World Water Forum 2027. A round of applause for the cultural performance from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the host of the 11th World Water Forum 2027. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Now we would like to kindly invite on stage the President of the World Water Council, Mr. Loy Fichon.
Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Excellencies, ministers. I'm not allowed to speak this afternoon because my young brother has said he was speaking on behalf of the World Water Council. So he will do. But before giving him the floor, I just want to keep some words we have listened during this forum. Oh, we could mention hundreds and thousands of words. I have kept around 20 words that I would like that, as Vice President Tardieu has said, you could bring back home in a positive way. So, I just mentioned these words: innovation, financing, governance, nature, health, food, diversity, dignity, right, youth, and politics and diplomacy, and commitments, solutions. And the last one concerns Indonesia. Bali, Indonesia, Asia, which means for me and for you, hospitality, efficiency, kindness, and friendship. And now, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, and mostly Indonesian colleagues, it will be the worst moment of the forum. I will speak in your language. I will try. Indonesia adalah ibu kota air dunia. Dan Bali adalah pusat air dunia selama seminggu ini. Don't upload too much, it's not finished. Teman-teman Indonesia, terima kasih dalam mempersiapkan forum ini dengan baik dan penuh keramahan. Terima kasih dan sekali lagi terima kasih. Dan it's 1 hour speech in Indonesian. Dan terakhir untuk semua teman-teman Indonesia, kepada Bapak Basuki here, kepada Bapak Basuki pemerintah dan tim Anda. Kami ingin menyampaikan bahwa ini adalah suatu kehormatan untuk bekerja sama dengan anda dalam tradisi Bandung. Dengan stabilitas, solidaritas, kemakmuran, dan saya juga akan menambahkan keamanan. Ini adalah harapan saya untuk seluruh rakyat Indonesia dan seluruh dunia. Terima kasih atas forum yang luar biasa ini. I could say, oof. So, now my dear friends, just one recommendation. During the next weeks, months, years, be Indonesian water warriors. My brother, please, would you like to come with me? So now, ladies and gentlemen, all together, Indonesia Ura, Indonesia Ura, Indonesia Ura. And now, Bazuki Ura, Bazuki Ura, Bazuki Ura. Thank you, terima kasih.
Thank you very much. Mr. Basuki Hadi Mulyono, please remain on stage for the closing remarks by His Excellency, the Minister of Public Works and Housing of the Republic of Indonesia. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Basuki Hadi Mulyono.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good afternoon. Before I start my speech, I would like to congratulate again to the winner of Kyoto World Water Grand Prize, Ms. Rahma from Indonesia. I hope this the winner, not because of Indonesia, the host of this water forum this year. And we still we have to remember what she said: consistent and never give up. To be the water warrior. Like Mr. Eric said, sedikit-sedikit, lama-lama menjadi bukit. We need the consistency and never give up. Honorable ministers and head of the country delegations, President of World Water Council, Mr. Lee Fuson, the Commander of Water Warrior, distinguished delegates and participants of the 10th World Water Forum, my friends, dear friend, water family, ladies and gentlemen. It is really a great pleasure and gratitude to join all of you this afternoon in the closing ceremony of the 10th World Water Forum. This is really the most difficult time for me to be here for the closing ceremony, meaning that the time to say hello, the time to say goodbye, that's the real difficult for me to say, but I have to say. I wish to express my highest and wholehearted appreciation for the close collaboration between the government of the Republic of Indonesia and the World Water Council in hosting this 10th forum, especially for the President Louis Fuson, with all Board of Governor members and staff. Since the meeting at the UN headquarters in New York, June 22nd, 2019, the government of Indonesia conveyed our first expression to host the 10th World Water Forum. Since then, the roller coaster ride has started with all the preparation with less than 3 years before the forum commenced from 18 to 25th May this year. And this water forum is real my dream when I was the Director General for Water Resources 25 years ago. And now the dream will go away again. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all of us were honored to have His Excellency Bapak Joko Widodo, President of Indonesia, open the forum and chaired the high-level meeting. He also provided guidance on achieving water for shared prosperity, namely, first, the importance of promoting solidarity and inclusion between countries and stakeholders. Second, empowering hydrodiplomacy for innovative and concrete collaboration. And third, strengthening political leadership and commitments. My highest appreciation also to all delegations for supporting and adopting the ministerial declaration, which provide a clear pathway at a time of global challenges. As host, we were particularly grateful for the inclusion of the proposal for World Lake Day, the establishment of a Center for Excellence on Water and Climate Resilience, the mainstreaming of integrated water resources management on small islands, as well as other initiatives. It must be ensured that it will be running and implemented. Furthermore, Indonesia was also pleased that for the first time in the forum's history, the declaration included a compendium of concrete deliverables and action. First, consisting of 113 future water project and sanitation worth US $9.4 billion. From the 33 countries and 53 international organizations as a proponents, donors, as well as beneficiaries of water and sanitation. And the third, implementing the UN Water Action Agenda. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, during the week, the forum has brought together all stakeholders related to the water agenda, from the government, parliamentarians, international organizations, NGO, to the private sector, and youth. The forum has gathered a global audience of 20,000 registered delegates and participants from 160 countries, featuring 279 sessions and 254 expo and fairs booths, with the total 64,000 visitors in 7 days. Multi-stakeholder participation in the forum has encouraged concrete, innovative, and solution-oriented collaboration. It has also strengthened the resilience of sustainable water resources. In this regard, on this important occasion, to acknowledge and encourage the role of youth and their contribution to reach and to research and innovation, as well as their importance in water sector, the Indonesian government will establish an award called the Bali Youth Water Prize for the next World Water Forums. I'm confident this award will provide impetus for the youth as our agent of change in the future. However, our work here is not done yet. Many things still need to be improved. Let me underscore a number of important points that need to be addressed in the future. First, the importance of continuing to make concrete steps. Various commitments in this forum must be followed by real action with a strong sense of ownership. On this note, the compendium launched at the ministerial meeting shall be realized in order to benefit the community. Second, improving the synergy among stakeholders as water and sanitation challenges become more interlinked with the issue of climate change. It is necessary to develop a holistic and cross-sectoral approach. Third, contributing in accordance to each country's capabilities in the global water agenda Every country must be part of the solution too, through collaboration and implementing one another, not through competition. I will say again, now, time to say hello, time to say goodbye. Thanks a lot to World Water Council and all Board of Governors for your close cooperation in preparing and conducting this forum. And I hope my friend from Saudi Arabia will continue this cooperation, and I hope a great success in hosting 11th World Water Forum in 2027. With this, I hereby declare officially that the 10th World Water Forum in Bali is closed. Thank you very much. Don't forget, and not to come for the cultural night after this. Okay, for our cultural night, and you will see the best performance in the world. You will regret if you don't come. I guarantee that. Okay? Thank you very much again. I hope you will back home with the most memorable forum in Bali. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Please return to your seat. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, by welcoming the host of the 11th World Water Forum 2027, we hereby conclude the 10th World Water Forum 2024 in Bali, Indonesia. We would like to sincerely thank all delegates for your valuable participation. Let us continue to work together, strive toward shared prosperity, where water security is secure for everyone. We hope you had a wonderful time here in Indonesia, and we wish you a delightful journey back and a safe arrival to your beautiful country. Thank you for your kind attention and attendance. Be a water warrior, and see you in Saudi Arabia. We will now have a photo session with His Excellency Minister Basuki and also the President of the World Water Council. We remind everyone to go to the cultural night at Taman Bagawan this evening at 6:30 p.m. onward. Please prepare to board the shuttle or transportation buses that will take you to this unforgettable cultural experience. Join us to unwind and renew our energy, get relaxed, release all the tensions and exhaustion, and reconnect with all our friends and colleagues. Again, don't forget to come to Taman Bagawan this evening at 6:30 p.m. onward. Prepare to board the shuttle or transportation buses that will take you to this unforgettable cultural experience. We have a special guest star for you all the way from Jakarta. Join us to unwind and renew our energy and reconnect with all our friends and colleagues. We look forward to seeing you there. Have a pleasant evening, ladies and gentlemen.